Excuse me, I'm just standing up so I can make my chat screen bigger. There we go. Sitting down now. Woo! Hello, everyone. How are we all? Good morn, after eve. Good mid eve. Good mid morn. Good morn eve night. Whatever way of saying it you wish. Hi. Thank you all for being here on this Saturday night in December for the Six Portals puzzle, which is looking lovely in front of me. So happy to be back to this. I have missed this puzzle. I've not done it for 2 weeks. I can't believe it. 2 whole weeks. So I'm going to just look at my iPad for a second and say all my hellos. And I also want to give away some memberships. Pretty sure I've got some left for December. I don't know if I've got all of them or some of them. I can't remember. But let's have a wee look, shall we? Oh dear, my board flipped up. Give me 1 second. Right, we have Cess. Hello, hello. Titus is here. And he is doing the 500-piece colourful townhouses puzzle. That sounds great. Dexter's here. Hi, Dexter. Nance. Hello, Nance. We've also got Sybil. How are you doing, Sybil? Sue's here as well. Hello, Sue. And hello, Stephanie. Anna's here. And Sam. Hi to you both. Natalie's here. Hello, Natalie. Batman inspired cat. Hi, Clark. 3 p.m. Much nicer time to be watching a live stream than 6 in the morning. We've got Angela. Hello, Angela. Hi, Suze. Hello, Lex Luthor. We got nicknames for each other. It's hilarious. And we've also got Claire. So hello to you all. Right, let's get to giving away the memberships. Let's see. Have I got any left to give? Yes, I have. Oh, I've got 10 left, so I've not given any away this month. So let's get to it. Almost halfway through the month. Who has got one? We've got Ufta, Ames, BD Brohat, oh, can't read that. BD Probs. Sorry if I've said that wrong. And Amanda plays The Sims. You have all received gift memberships. Oh, and one more, Veroni 4559. So I do hope you all enjoy your gift memberships to Vicky Makes and Builds. Sweet Christmas present there for you. And Cara just joined as well. Hello, Cara. Okay. All right, so let's talk progress. This is where I'd got up to last time. Now, my camera can only zoom that far out. You can't see maybe about the bottom 3 rows of each of these boards. So there's like a wee bit more flower and frame at the bottom of this one, like the green border. And at the bottom of this one, there's a little bit more kind of mountain and a bit of a bridge. There's a small gap just here where you can't see. It's kind of dark green pieces. But mostly the gaps are all up here in the sky, over on this side. Because the last time I streamed this, I was working on the framework of the green portal, and pretty much all of this bit got done, and some of this side, but it gets really dark as it comes further down, and it kind of blends into the background quite a lot. So it got a bit more difficult to do on this side. So I am going to try continuing with that, but what I will say is that before I came on live, I sorted through my red portal pile. Now, there's only one more portal left to do on this side after these two, after the yellow and the green. So let me show you. This is section A. And section A is the red, yellow, and green. I've done most of the yellow, started with that one. I'm currently on the green, that's what I was just showing you. And then the last one is red, and I just had a box full of those pieces, didn't have them sorted. So what I did was I went through, let's just hang on, I've got pieces all over the place here. I went through them, and I haven't sorted every piece yet. What I did was I went through and sorted out the lilies, which are here at the bottom, and I sorted out the big orange and red frame that goes around. There were other things I could have sorted, but just to start with, I wanted just to do that. And I don't even know if I'll get to that point tonight, but if I do, I have something I can go at. I think the frame might be quite a good one to start on this actually, because with the other two, I've done the frame sort of towards the end, but it may be cool to do the framework first. On that one, and just for a bit of a difference, I love the dark reds near the bottom. Oh, I also found an edge piece that I'd mis-sorted, which is now over with the other edge pieces. But what I also found were some gap fillers, and it was actually why I did it. Mostly it was just to get a little bit of sorting done on the red portal, just to kind of kickstart me a bit. But obviously going through, I was going to be coming across pieces that had been mis-sorted from the current two portals that I've been doing. And because I know those portals quite well now, I'm sort of got a good idea of what I'm missing, especially with the yellow one. I pulled a bunch out. Now, these are the ones I've pulled out as potentially belonging to either this or the yellow. But what I did as well before I came live was I found a bunch of the yellow gap fillers. So I'm just checking I've not got any stuck because I've got the yellow portal underneath here. And I'm checking I've not got any stuck underneath. I've got the yellow portal underneath. There it is. And I have laid out the pieces where I know where they go so I can do a bunch of really satisfying ASMR gap filling for you. What do you think? So I thought I'd do that first, and then perhaps a little bit of gap filling on the green portal, and then I'll continue with the border. That is my plan. So just checking, since Vicky is calling it the red portal, orange. Well, yeah, I suppose it's orange, but there's red at the bottom. It's very red, but all the leaves are orange. But then I feel it's a lot of orange in this portal as well. And yes, the border's yellow, but in places it kind of looks gold and brown, and I guess it's because it's a gradient. Um, there's a bit of all the colours, but I try and use red to distinguish it mostly from the yellow one, but yeah, you could call it the orange one. One on the left, the autumn one. Oh, excuse me. I mean, it does. In fairness, it does have both colours. But I changed my mind a lot. I changed my mind. Hello, Winter. How you doing? I'm going to have to go to bed very soon, but wanted to say hi. This puzzle's so pretty. Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? How's yours coming along, Winter? Press like, everyone. Thank you, Clark. Yes, please do. If you know you're going to enjoy it, please click like before you forget. It really does help. It really does help. Done. Thank you. Hi. And good night when you do go. I know. Good night when you do go. Sometimes miss it when people go. I heard from one of Santa's elves that I will be getting the six portals under the Christmas tree. That's exciting. But I also heard it was bought from Amazon Germany, so fingers crossed it arrives in good shape. Well, yeah, I know. I will keep my fingers crossed for you. Touch wood. Hopefully, they've received enough complaints by now that they're actually going to listen and send it in a box. Honestly, honestly. ASMR gap filling, let's go! I know. I'm there for it. I'm there for it. I think I might fill in a few of these too, but I think they're in the sky pieces of the green portal. So there will still be some gap filling later on, I hope. And I can really get the gaps filled in on these. Um, this feels like Pokemon all over again. Was it the pink or purple section? Lol. Well, again, there was a bit of a gradient in that. Um, but I stand by. I can't remember what I used to call it. Did I call it the pink section or the purple section? I can't remember. I reserve the right to change my mind. At will. Good. It's just busy lately, preparing for Christmas and a lot of socials. See, that's fun though. At least it's fun. Miss puzzling with you guys, but we'll be back stronger soon. I know. We miss you too. We miss you too. But we're still getting lots of puzzles done. I was reading with glee in the Discord server earlier a conversation about how many large piece count puzzles everybody's got on the go all at once. And I was like, ah, they've walked into my world. And isn't it a great world? A world of multiple large piece counts all going on at the same time. So happy. And I know you're one of those, Winter. Hi Matt, how you doing? And hello to Gustin as well. Welcome. All right, let's get this gap filling done. Are we ready? I've kind of placed them strategically. So we've got that one, them, two, there. Couldn't find that one, unfortunately. Must have missed that one. Never mind. Then we've got a whole bunch here. So we've got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Goodness knows how that got missed sorted. Big obvious yellow frame piece there. Oh, I'm loving this. Loving it. That one. And as I said, some more of these pieces might be in. Oh, that one pinged. In with the green portal. Look how many I'm getting in. It's so good. Oh, now where did that go? That got dislodged. I don't know where it went. Never mind. I'll find it. There, it went there. Then we've got these. And that one. That one. Oh, and you won't see this one, but there's one at the very bottom. I think that's it. See, when you rest them on top, it's really easy to miss them. There! Now that filled a few gaps, didn't it? I love that. I love doing that. Love gap filling. Love gap filling. Well, thank you, Matt. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Um, where are we travelling today, and whose wedding are we attending? Or football game? Well, where are we going, Matt? Oh, no Seahawks games this weekend. We're all intrigued by your social life, Matt. Yes, definitely fun. December's a crazy month, but I love it too. Yeah, same here. Same here. Hello, TRM Moose is here. Hello, how are you? And no wedding, no travelling, but we'll be going to the Seahawks tomorrow. It's a home game. I hope is the water receding over in Seattle, Matt? Because there's been flooding and stuff over there, hasn't there? Has a lot of Seattle not been flooded? Has it affected the stadium? I assume not, if there's a game going on. We love a home game. Who are they playing? Evening all. Hi, Purple Cat. Just a quick hello. I'll be heading to bed soon. Oh, thanks for saying hi. Seahawks play the Colts tomorrow. Hi and bye, Purple. Honestly, the range of greetings. Mornings, evenings, afternoons, and highs and byes all in one. I was reading, missed the time. You missed the time. What? The start of the live. Now then, Jennifer. Oh, it's Jennifer. Hello. It has a black background at the moment. Well, it always has a black background, but for some reason the names are in green on my chat screen, and the green doesn't show up very well against the background. Matt's name shows up quite well because it's blue. But I think it's because you're a moderator, Matt. Clark. Oh, thank you so much. Have to keep up with Matt. $20.01. Well, you did. Are you at the top of the leaderboard now, Clark? Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. Next to Vicky. Are you going to give us advice on how to stay organized while building large puzzles since you created the problem? What we're calling it? I'm sure we could call it something better than that. The awesome situation? I don't know. Somebody come up with a better name than the problem. Or I mean even the large piece count conundrum. Um right, well, actually I actually did. Now then, what video was it in? It was a members video. I think it was a progress update on wildlife, possibly. Or maybe it was a puzzle haul. I can't remember. But it was one of the members' videos. And I had a lot of puzzles on the go at the same time when I brought this particular video out. And I think it was Clark that asked me to show where I keep all my pieces for all the various puzzles I have going. And I actually show on that video how I do it. And it's yeah, a lot most of my stuff's on the floor. It's not really very good, really, but you know, it's what I have to do. So I've got a box, just a normal cardboard box full of boxes and box lids that I grab as and when I need to sort. And I will have obviously the puzzle on stacks of foam boards, or puzzles. And when I'm not working on them, I stack them up under my table, like there, underneath. And then the boxes just go on top. The boxes of pieces just go on top. I'm sure there's probably better ways I could store my sorted pieces, like in stackable trays or by putting them in bags or something. I think there's probably a better way of doing it. But so far, that's how I do it. I stack the puzzles up. A lot of them are built on A2 foam boards now, so I can have an A1 foam board, for example, with my 1,000 piece puzzle on, whichever one I'm doing for the Thursday lives, the bottom. And then I can have an A2 stack of foam boards on the left. So in this case, I've got portals on one side, and then on the other side, I have the 3K wildlife stacked up on A2 boards. And they're on top of my A1 board, which has my Thursday live stream puzzle on it, and then have the box of pieces just stacked up on top. And that's pretty much how I do it. And if I have more than that, sometimes I might have another one perhaps over there. Because that side of the table, my right, is I don't tend to walk along there. I don't really need to kind of walk up and down that side. So I do put stuff on the floor over there sometimes. If I happen to have millions of puzzles on the go. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. It's just all about the stacking. It's all about the stacking. And usually there's a puzzle going on the table itself that just stays on the table. So until recently it's been the wildlife puzzle, the big one. I've taped it and put it away now, so this is one of those rare occasions where the table's empty. Um but there'll also be that just sitting on the table, and my pieces for the one that I have on the table usually are stacked up again on the right down here. So yeah, yeah, it's it's not particularly organized, but it works. Works for me anyway. Clark is like an auction. There's a member video that was good to see how Vicky organised for multiple puzzles. Yes, I can't remember which one it was. I'll need to try and find it and link it in Discord, Dexter. Um, calling Vicky out, lol. Floor seems better than somewhere that pieces can fall off. Well, this is true. This is true. It just means I have to keep the cat out of here pretty much constantly. He doesn't get to come in much. I'm under cat at the moment, so unable to type much. Ah, bless. Gotta hype the video, everyone. Vicky needs a bigger house to store her puzzles. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. I do. I do. We need bigger houses to store our puzzles, don't we? Hello, Slitherpuff. How are we doing? I'm on after Eve SS and Puzzle Friends. And sorry I'm late, got caught up in a Chinese drama. And I'm doing a puzzle. A Chinese drama? Good morning, puzzlers. Hello, Sandra. How are we? How are we doing? Right, so there are my gaps filled in that one. So I'm going to bring the green portal back. And I'm going to put it this way. Excuse me, I am still coughing a bit. Still lingering this annoying cold that I've had. Now, these are the ones I pulled out of the red pieces. Some of them might still belong to the red pile, but I got them out just in case they possibly belong in here. And I mean, there's that one for a start. That was missorted. Um, I wondered if maybe I had. Yes, I did. See there, that's one of those ducks. There's a lot of sort of dark browny, grey, greeny colours left in this. And the thing is, in the orange/red portal, if you look at, I mean, there's a lot of oranges, obviously, but if you look at the bottom, there's some dark browns, there's some sort of kind of vaguely mossy greens around here. You've got some greens here behind the lilies. And you've got the same at the bottom here. So I find it's the bottom of all these portals that are going to have the most mix up in terms of missorting. Um, so it could be that they do, in fact, belong with the red portal, but it's worthwhile giving it a go. And now then, see, I found some green portal pieces. Oh, see there. And I just don't understand how that even got mixed up with the reds. Must have been late on in my sorting process, and I just. Do you know, I think that goes. I think that might go in the yellow. Hang on. Must have been later in the sorting process, and I ended up just missing it there. There we go. Another one. So that yellow portal, it's almost done. I really want to get it done. It's going to be so good if I can get it done. There's another one with like lots of green portal in it that somehow ended up in the red/orange side of things. So let's look and see if that now then. There we go. Ah, yeah, that one. Some of that bush. I'm not sure if I'm right about that one. Looks like it goes in here, does it? It does. It goes up at the top there. And that's that little house. I've got. There we go. Little dragon or something there flying. And that's another one. Not entirely sure how it fits, but that goes in there. Oh, now that is a very obvious missing bit from that dragon there. Glad I found that. Oh, there's a hair. Oh dear. Don't think I can blame the cat for that one. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just going to attempt to see if I can get these in. I feel like that goes down here. Does it go down here? Yes, it does. Just these dark pieces, they're so sort of they're almost too dark really to be able to tell. Unless they've got some portal in them, then it becomes a bit more obvious. That might even go in the yellow. There. No. Oh, maybe not. No, maybe not. Not to worry. Not to worry. I mean, I will find them eventually once I start getting into the red/orange portal. Hopefully, I'll spot them pretty quick. Mm, I'm not sure if I'm right with that one. And I do have some other leftovers on a smaller board, smaller piece of foam board, um, from this pile. So, I mean, I probably could amalgamate them at this point. Where does that go? No, it doesn't go there. Right, not to worry, not to worry. Right, I think what I'll do is continue with. I've done as much as I can there. I may find some more, but I don't want to kind of obsess over one area, to fill gaps. I'd rather just come back to come back to them. Um, oh, there's another edge. I must have found that last time. So that goes over there as well. Not sure what that's doing. That looks like it goes in here. 99.9% certain that goes in there. So I've got some leftovers here that go. Oh, now here we go. Hang on. That goes there. Let's get the poster. There's a poster. Gosh, it's so easy to get sidetracked. Yeah, so that's that one, and that is a little bit lower down. It fits under there, and then that goes there above it. So that's good. I've got a couple more wee flying creatures in. Um. So yes, as I was saying, I keep distracting myself. These pieces could probably go now with these, and I'll just kind of come back to them to do a bit of gap filling towards the end, and yeah, try and get those filled in. But I'm not going to worry too much just now. I'm going to try and finish the border of the green bit, and then I have the sky to do. I've got the sky. Been a bit nervous about the sky in this section because I don't think it's as easy as in the yellow one. Now then, sorry, I'm gonna have to just grab a tissue, but I'll read the chat while I'm sorting that out. Mm. Uh, this is your life now. We'll miss you. Yes, to live under a cat. Good morning, puzzlers. Ah, yeah, Sandra's here. I'm good. We finally got some summer weather. Woo! We've just had a lot of wind, a lot of rain. It's been very miserable here. Slitherpuff is dubbed, or do you speak Chinese? How you doing, Ohana? It's dubbed, but I do read the English subtitles normally. I love hearing the Chinese language. All right, my kids watch not manga, anime in Japanese sometimes. If they can't wait till the dubbed version comes out, they'll read the subtitles. Japanese and French are my favourite to listen to. Ah, some languages do sound lovely, don't they? Jill, hello. Hope everyone is well. I can only stay for a while, but I'll be lurking in the background. Oh, I'm just glad you're here for a bit. There's nothing like a fresh plum, but they're better sun warmed and straight from the tree. My great grandmother used to pick them for me. Oh, that's lovely. That sounds so nice. Don't get sick again. No, oh, this is just still the same thing, SS. It's just lingering and not going away. It's kind of, the worst is over, but I've got a bit of a cough lingering and a bit of a, runny nose. That's about it. And it's frustrating, but I am actually sleeping again, just about, thankfully. That was the worst part. It was stopping me from sleeping. It was really, really, it was horrible. But I'm good. I had my line dance Christmas party last night. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Hello, Karen. How you doing? Got caught up in your puzzle. Well, that's a good reason to be late, isn't it? Vicky, you posted villager type puzzle on Facebook with no info. Villager type puzzle. I'm not sure what you mean. The one I posted today, I wrote the info. Well, I actually didn't post it on Facebook. I posted it on Instagram with info, and then it automatically posts to Facebook. But I'm pretty sure the info went across. It was a Ravensburger country country Christmas. Is that the one you mean? Pretty sure there was info there, Sybil. I'm good. Just got back from a birthday party for my two nieces. One of them has a runny nose, and now I'm feeling a little like I caught it from her. I know. You can't avoid it, can you? Especially when you're around kids. Trying to convince myself it's just a feeling. Well, I mean, it might well be. Might well be. Hopefully, you'll be fine. It's funny how different people react differently to the same bug as well. Like my sister, I was texting my sister today, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we've all had it. I had it for like 2 weeks, but Junior, the husband, he only had it for like 2 days. It's kind of crazy." Thanks. Yes. Yeah. So if that's the one you're talking about, it was the limited edition country Christmas puzzle from Ravensburger, 500 pieces. And yeah, I definitely wrote the info. I think the artist's called Roy Trower or Trower. I'm not sure how you say his surname, but it was lovely. It's got a lovely metallic finish on it. It's very, very nice. Very nice. Big pieces as well. Right, let's get this puzzle show on the road. There's my other border pieces, so they're all getting quite dark now. What I've got going on here are these are pieces with some of the orange portal or yellow. No, yellow. It's the yellow portal. And you can just see it on the edge of these pieces. And these are pieces where you can see some of the blue portal on the prong, which is actually on the other side, in the other section. So that's what they are. Oh my lord, why is that in there? I think I've got a bit mixed up with that one, and I thought that was green portal with red flowers or something in the background, but I think it's the other way around. I think it's red portals with a green in the background. So I will put that just there so it doesn't confuse me. And we'll just carry on. So it gets darker as it goes down, but I am now struggling a bit to see much of a difference in the gradient. Um, there. A bit of the background helped me out there. And same with that one. There. And as I say, it's really quite No, it doesn't go there. It's really quite dark, the background down here. So it's hard to figure out what goes where. I'm just trying to pull out these kind of rocky, sort of dark pieces, just so I can see if I can attach any to the side here. Or even maybe to each other. You can build up a wee island or something. That might be good too. There. There you go together. Can't attach that there. What about that? Aha! So there we have that. And there's not much there. That goes there. And that goes. Where do you go? Peace. Oh no, wait. Well, that goes there, but that was in wrong. I was in the wrong place. That doesn't help, does it, when you put them in the wrong spot? My bad. So I'm not sure where that goes. But I'm gonna keep going with this. With the working up and down these sides. I'm just trying to fill out the. Just get the. And using anything I can to get this um portal border together. You can see a bit of blue in that one. That's quite bright, that piece. I don't think it's quite this board bright, but I think it goes somewhere up near. So it fits there. It must be a wee bit where it bulges out. Like here, it kind of bulges out. That's these two bits. And then but it does here as well. Mm. So I'm thinking this must go that side because it's maybe. I think that might go that side, but I don't know now. I'm questioning myself. I don't know. Right, I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there. I'll pop the poster up there. And one. Where's that? Oh. Hmm. Don't know where that goes. Oh, excuse me. Right, see if I can get these in. See if I can get these in. There's not much. There's not much else to go on because a lot of the rest of these are just all green border. There. One goes there. And then we've got. Does that go there? Possibly. And that one. I don't know. uh, Now then, where do you go? You look like you should be obvious. Nope. See, it'd be useful if I had a bit more of this filled out, but I don't at the moment. I mean, I could shape sort. Got another hair there. I could shape sort. It's got a little bit in. Look at there. No, it doesn't. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. Oh, I think I just saw that bit. There. What big is that? Put that there. See down here where it's green behind green? I'm not looking forward to doing that bit. I must admit. Does that go there? Yes. Yes, it does. So that's good. Let's get a few more of those in. Maybe I can um pop a few more of these in. That one? Nope. Doesn't go there. Or there or there. I know they go on that side though, so at least I can put them in the right place roughly. Hmm. I mean, it might be because you can't always see the blue if there isn't a prong. So it might be that I don't have it like all of them. That looks like it might go up there somewhere. It's because it's kind of a squared off, slightly bigger. They're slightly bigger the pieces up near the join. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I can maybe find some of those, that might help as well. I'm trying to utilize shape as well. I'm not really seeing nothing's kind of jumping out. I might have to shape sort. I might have to shape sort, folks. What about that one? Yes. There we go. That goes there. And that one goes in there. And then we've got, I think that one. No, that one goes there. Oh, I think that goes somewhere. About that one. Do you go there? Yes, you do. And you go there. Okay. That's good. That's good. Mm, nope. I'll stick these over there. Might as well. Not sure about that one yet. And we've also got these, which will go down this side. So if I orient them properly, that'll be a good start. I've got three together there. Now four. Now five. So I've got a good little island going on there. Well, maybe some of these will go next to them. That, no, no. Wishful thinking, I guess. What about that one? No. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. There. You just gotta, sometimes you just gotta use anything. Anything to just go on. And then hopefully it can kind of springboard you from there onto whatever the next bit is. Uh, that one? No. I should, I should have all of these pieces because any that might have got mis-sorted with the reds, I tended to pull out in with these. I know I found a couple with border in them, but I think I might got that one. That was good. And I think that goes in there somewhere. There was another one I saw that I thought, here we go. There. I thought I'd seen that one as well at some point, but I can't see it now. But it's fine. I thought maybe I could find some of those portal pieces, but I don't see any at the moment. So I think I must have got them all out already. Um, so I'll just keep trying with these. I've got a really good bit there together, and I just keep wondering if I can get any of these attached. It doesn't look as though I can at the moment. But that's quite a light bit. So maybe I can use the colours to help me along a bit here. That's quite a light bit. All that. I'm not doing so well, am I? Wait, that looks like one of the birds. There's like a bird sitting. Where did I see? There's a bird sitting on a little branch, and I can see it on that piece. It's there. There. There we go. Actually, use the image there to help me out. The poster. I don't usually use it in that much detail, but sometimes it helps. And that is quite a small wee. There. Oh, excuse me. Right, so that's good. I'm assuming that goes there, but I don't know for certain. I think I might just. I'm going to keep these separate, but I think I'm going to just shape sort these. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not convinced that's even a border piece. I don't. That might just be a bit of leaf there on that prong. Stick that there for now. So, let's get shape sorting. Hopefully I'll move along a bit faster once I've done that. And there's not that many pieces here. That looks like it's going to be one of the edges. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. There's another one. There's another bird, see? Now the flying bird, which is what that one is, that's just this side of those ducks. I think that might be. That looks like one of the birds too. Don't know though. You start to notice more things when you start shape sorting. Just things you don't notice when they're just laid out in a cluster. Just the process of picking them up, laying them out. You start to put them in. So it definitely has its place, does the shape sorting. I will admit that. And let's grab. I'm looking for the 3 outs, 1 in now. Uh, not that many. Getting there. Bluesy Sue, hello. How you doing? Moose, that's the thing. I don't mind as much if I get it, but if my boyfriend does, that is hell. He can be so annoying when he's sick. Oh, you're talking about illnesses. Yeah. Oh no, they suck, don't they? It's rubbish. I just, this just felt like a cold, just a normal cold, but it just knocked me out. It was a sleeping though, like I said, just really hard to sleep. That was what made it worse. If I could have just got a good night's rest, then I probably would have recovered a bit quicker, but it was just really hard to sleep. But never mind. I'm kind of grateful that I'm grateful that I got it over with before actual, Christmas hits. And hopefully I won't feel rubbish at Christmas. Shape sort make back out proud. Am I making you proud, Sam? I hope so. I think that's one of those join ones. Right, now I'm going for the 3 ins, 1 out. Oh, missed a 2 ins, 2 out on adjacent. I'm way too green colorblind to not shape sort at this point. They all look like an identical color to me. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they're starting to me, to be honest. But it doesn't help that there's a lot of green in the background at the bottom. So you've got sort of green against green. It's kind of does a bit bamboozling when you look at them. That must make it even harder when you're green colorblind. Right, and that just leaves the 4 ins and the 4 outs, of which I have not too many. 4 4 ins and 3 4 outs. Excuse me. All right. Where to start? And I've still got a few sort of floating here. And I don't even know if I've got that sitting in the right place. I mean, it could be that that goes down here. Possibly. This is going to go down here somewhere. Maybe I can get a few attached to that. Because that's quite a bright green there. No. Oh, wait. No. No, I don't think that goes there. Does that go? No. Oh, wait. That goes there. Does that go there? This is the problem when you have a little floaty bit. There, it does. So that actually went there, it didn't go there. So that was putting me off a bit. And then I've got all these waiting to go in. There we go. Oh, yeah. That one. I mean, it's the shape of these, that and the blue prongs on some of them. But it's really the shape of these that gives them away. What doesn't go there? Something there? Yes, it does. Don't know about that one. Uh, what was there? Then we've got. I think that might go up there. Oh, no one. This is where I'm getting confusion here as to whether or not it's. I'm not sure about that one. Is that there? No. No. That one? No. Okay. Yeah, got a little bit of a flurry there, but that was short-lived. I think that might go down here somewhere. There. That one goes in there. I think that might go down here too. Yes, it does. That one. Can't really tell. It might go there. I'm not sure. That's another one. Hard to tell. There we go. Yes. Yes. All right. So where are you? Must be at the top. You are. Yay! See the shape sorting's helping. It's helping. Does Vicky usually use black boards, or is this a specific choice for this jigsaw? No, I usually go with black now. Do you know, I kind of accidentally started using black when I was doing the Piatnik, the 6,000 piece playing card puzzle. And I don't think I had many whiteboards left, and I had a bunch of black ones, and I thought I'll just do it on a black one. And they look so good against the black. I just started using the black, and that's what I've done ever since. I just really like the black background. Usually live streams using black. The board for wildlife videos is white. Yeah, my main board, my big board is white. I covered it in like a white sort of adhesive covering. I don't really know what it's called. It's like a vinyl covering. And I covered it with layers of that. It worked really well because it's not easy because it's made of MDF, which is like a brown color, and I didn't like the brown background. So, but it's not easy to paint MDF. You have to kind of prime it and prepare it and stuff. And I didn't want to do any sanding, so I just covered it, and it worked really well. So that's always against white, but I tend to use black boards now. You love the black, makes colours really show up well on video. Yeah, I agree. If you haven't discovered it yet, it's better to puzzle dark colours on black so you can tell the slight difference in colour. Yeah, no, I remember having that conversation. It's actually you can see the nuances a bit better. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, but it's not. Um, it actually does help. I'm so used to streaming on blackboards now. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of that bird. Um, Now then, I've got a bit there. It's probably gonna be. Well then, that's another bit of the bird. Of a bird, I think. Have I got that right? I don't know if I've got that right. Hang on. I didn't have it right. Blimey. My goodness. No. No. How many birds do we have in this in this border? Oh, there's some at the bottom. They're like storks or something like these. They look like these. These are smaller birds. So, and they've actually got quite bright backgrounds. Ugh. So now that's going to confuse me as well. Don't confuse me, puzzle. That go there? Yes. That goes there, and that one goes in there. And that one. Is that that? No, it's not. Darn it. I thought that was that bit. It's not. Never mind. Not to worry. I'm gonna just have a quick drink. That definitely wouldn't have occurred to me reusing blackboards for dark colours. I didn't believe it until I tried it for myself. Yeah, it was. I remember it was quite an interesting conversation we were having. I think it was maybe just during another live stream, or perhaps in the Discord. I don't know. Usually happens in one or the other. Yay! Did I get a gold medal? Thanks, Sam. Well, you'll be loving my shape sorting in my next wildlife video. A lot of that went on towards the end. Hello, Helen. How you doing? Claire, Vicky, did you get to start your advent calendars yet? After being ill for a bit, you had mentioned you hadn't the energy to start them. No, I still haven't. I've been so busy. So it's. I don't want to keep going on about it, but because I've been ill, I've been playing catch up because I was literally doing nothing. and I've been playing catch up, so I've been kind of rushing to get the wildlife thing done. A lot of it's been about wildlife. And I just haven't, by the time I've got those things done, and I've sort of got my dancing and everything still going on at the moment. So it's just been another thing to do that I haven't had a chance to do. But I do want to. I'm thinking I might just do like, because what are we on today? The 12th? Are we on the 12th today? Or the 13th? Or on the 13th. So we're about halfway through. So I'll maybe just do the first half and get some pictures of that to show you all. I've also got a Lego advent calendar that it's not mine. It was actually bought for Jasper, but he doesn't want to do it. Um, so I've got 13 days to open of that as well. It's a Lego Star Wars one. So I will sit down and do them. I promise. But I haven't got round to it yet. What I've been working on today solidly is um is the wildlife video. And just on that subject, while I'm talking about it, that goes there. Sorry, I've just realised this. Um, I don't think I'm gonna get it out tomorrow. Now I'm past halfway through doing it. I'm a good way into it. Um, but tomorrow I promised the kids I would go to Glasgow Christmas shopping with them. So I'm not gonna have tomorrow to work on it, unfortunately. So although I am looking forward to going Christmas shopping. So it might be Monday now before I get Wildlife out, the premiere on that. Um, hope you don't mind. Sorry for the delay, but it's just been manic and it's just been playing catch up. I've been playing catch up because I've not been able to do anything for the last sort of week or so. It's like the worst possible time to get ill. But I guess it's just when it happens, isn't it? I bought 4 whiteboards recently. I'll see if I can get black ones next time. Places will sell well, I get mine from Amazon. And sometimes you can get like a box of 10 black or a box of 10 white, but like you can also get like a mixture where you get 5 black and 5 white. So they're quite good. I mean, I've got some white ones as well. Some puzzles show on film better on white, but yeah, no, I really do like the black foam boards for streaming. I think quite a few folks own Six Portals too. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think they might be under several Christmas trees. So many. Some are hoping to get under the Christmas tree. Yeah. Oh no, I think there's definitely Santa's churning out the Six Portals, definitely. Hello, how you doing, Lisa? Good to have you here. I've had to put assembling of portals on hold until after Christmas gifts are done because I need the extra table space, but I'm enjoying doing Rose's dragon race at the kitchen table in the meantime. She's got such gorgeous artwork, hasn't she? It's so, so lovely. She's been proper busy, busy, busy doing the artwork. Just different artwork. I think she's been working on the aquarium one. Because I've been seeing some wee updates on it on her Facebook group. You're sorry because you won't spend time with your kids during the Christmas season. Apology not accepted. Have fun. No, you know what I mean. I'm not obviously not sorry about that. I'm really looking forward to going Christmas shopping. I think I'd hoped to get more done today than I actually managed. But it just basically means I don't want to stress myself out rushing to meet a deadline. So what I'll probably end up doing is getting it out Monday, hopefully, because I should have Monday to work on it. And I can do my shopping tomorrow. I actually started my Christmas shopping today properly. I went online and I started it. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want the kids to hear me. But I'm excited. I do love Christmas. I've always loved Christmas. It's trying to when you've been ill and you're behind on everything and you're trying to catch up. It's just sort of not allowing that stress to creep in and still enjoying the build up because I've always loved the anticipation of Christmas. And I am going to. Gosh darn it. I'm going to this year as well. So strange. I was struggling with this Mickey and Minnie Clementine puzzle, but when now I'm watching your video flying through it, I'm sending you the good puzzle vibes. Do you know, I was looking, let me just have a drink and I'll talk a bit more. Because I was working on my um wildlife video today. I went back to try and find my pictures of completed sections from from the previous builds. And I went back and I went all the way back to July 2022, which is when I did the first one, when I started the first section. And is that not just insane? July 2022. Seriously. Um, so it's like, and I just scrolled through because what I have is I have an album, like a photo album in my Photos app, and I try and put all the footage related to whatever video I'm working on. So I'll name the album Six Portals or something like that, and all the footage, everything I do that's in there related to that, I'll try and put it all in there. Sometimes I forget to put stuff in the album, so I'm looking through the albums and I'm not finding what I'm looking for. So I thought, right, I'll just go back and I'll scroll through. And I was scrolling through, and obviously all the puzzles I've been doing in between wildlife sections, I was going through, and I thought, gosh, this is really interesting to see what I've done. Like all the different puzzles I've done in between, and there's been a lot of smaller ones, a lot of 1,000 piece puzzles, 500 piece puzzles, speed puzzles, that kind of stuff. But since I started wildlife, I mean, and this is what I can remember off the top of my head. I've done the 5K artistic Mickey, did that. I've done both sections of Magical Dragon Forest since I started wildlife. I did um Pokemon, the 5K Pokemon. I did the Bizarre Town, the 5K Bizarre Town puzzle. I did, what else did I do? I've done a few 2Ks. I did the Clementoni Gradient. I did Novel Avenue. I did the 1500 Clementoni, the Woodland Fantasy Garden. I did the Piatnik playing cards puzzle. And have done half of Disney Museum. Um, all since I started wildlife. And I was like, gosh, I've not really, it's it's taken a while, but I've done a lot of other puzzles, which has just been brilliant. So I don't know, it made me smile because I was like, I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh yeah, Bizarre Time. Oh yeah, Autistic Mickey. Forgot I did that one. So it was really nice. It was nice going through it, and I'm quite looking forward to when I can finally get around to it. I'm quite looking forward to doing my roundup for the year as well. I like to do like a roundup video. I keep finding pieces with these tall birds that are at the bottom, so I'm just going to separate them out because they're kind of catching my eye, and I need to. There we go. There's one there. Don't know if you can see that at the bottom. And you can see the head of that one and the top of that one as well. So yeah, a lot of puzzles, a lot of puzzles. And they've just been, it's been really good. I've loved each and every one. That goes there. So that's good. Now then, which one are you? You could be any number of ones. See, I've got them as well. That looks like that one, maybe, yes. And that's that one. And we've got, there we go. Right, so at least I've got a shape for that one now. It's going to be either that, any one of those. No, it's not that one. Not that one. And it's not that one. So, it's one of these, unless I just don't. In fact, no, it's not that one either. Let's see. It's not that one. It's not that one. There we go. Yay! I found it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I'm looking forward to doing my roundup video. I actually got my YouTube creator roundup thingy earlier on today. Um, and apparently my most viewed video was one about the the 6K, not 6K, 5K marathon that I did on Big City Collage. And that, whilst that doesn't surprise me, I think that must have had more viewing hours because actually I thought my most viewed video was the one about Puzzle Camp, but apparently not. It was the one I did for charity, the Big City Collage, which is very cool. So that was good. Right, right. I've got one missing there. That one. Yes. Okay, I've completed that whole side, which means hopefully it'll be a little easier to, all being well, to fill out these gaps. Now then, I thought that would go there, but apparently not. There must be another one. Is it that one? It is. There we go. So that threw me a bit because these little circles where these birds are, it's these birds at the bottom. There's one there, and then there's two there. They're in amongst all the dark bit of the green border, but they've got like a brighter green just purely just behind them. So I'm seeing pieces with bright greens. I'm thinking they go up here, and they don't. They go down here. So yeah, so that's thrown me a wee bit. This one, why am I not finding you? Hmm. Unless you go up here? No, I don't think so. I think I've pretty much done the border up there. I'll stick these back on here. Getting there though. I think shape sorting was the way forward. Definitely. So now, let's see what I can figure out here. Oh, it's one of those. That one? Yes. Where are you? It's got a tiny little bit of brown on the prong. I'm not seeing it at the minute. Does that go there? Yes, that goes there. It's funny, isn't it, how you'll look for a piece and then you can't find it, so you move on. And then you start to look for another piece, and then you find the previous piece you were looking for. But only when you start to look for something else. But that happens to me so much. Is that you? No. Is it you? Yes. Okay. Now then, where's this one? There. Just see the top of the bird's head. These are going in a bit easier now. These ones that border with the yellow. That helps me get these in a wee bit easier. Hopefully. There, that's where that one is. Okay, that's the one that was throwing me off. Turns out it goes there. Right, so that's that. Now we've got that one. I shouldn't have any more miss sorts. Touch wood. That one. No. That goes way down there. If you can't see this, I do apologise. Um, I can't fit it on. I can't fit it on the screen. There we go. So that whole left side now is done as well. So I've got some gaps here that you can just about see. I'll try and work my way down, so hopefully I won't be too long focused on bits that you can't see very well. And I've not necessarily got all the pieces either, because there's quite a lot of actual sort of landscape on some of these pieces, and most of these are just kind of they're just frame pieces, so it's unlikely that I'll have a lot of them, or they might just be in with the other pieces that I've got left over. Eh, there, that goes there. There's quite a lot of gaps that like you'll have lines where there's gaps between the frame and you can see some of the background, and that's happening quite a lot down at the bottom. This is where you can see the background, but the background's green. It's difficult. It's difficult to see what I'm looking at. I don't know if I've got that piece. Oh no, I have. It's there. It's that one. Certainly easier when I've shape sorted, and certainly easier when I've filled in the edge as well. There we go. Mm. And that means I'll be able to start on the sky soon. Yay! The sky that looks really easy. Not. Let's see where that goes. Hmm. I don't think I have that piece. Not on here anyway. What's that? Okay, hang on. Hang on. There we go. That goes there. That goes in there. I'm just wondering if I can. Hang on. Right. I can move it up a bit, but I have to put it there so that because it has to sort of sit between the legs of my tripod. So now you can actually see what I'm filling in here. This is the bit that I'm trying to fill in at the bottom. There we go. It's that one. Yeah, they're going in now. This is good. This is satisfying. Gap filling at its best. Get it right on the four possible ways it can go, and I get it right on the fourth attempt. Of course I do. It doesn't go there. I don't think that goes in there either. It goes there. Love this. Oh, love this part of puzzling. When it all just comes together. Right, and so there's a few gaps. Those two, although that's not border, that's got a little bit of border in. These ones have, that has. But they're quite dark backgrounds, so it would not surprise me if they're either in my leftovers or if they've perhaps been missorted. But that's the whole, all of my border bits in. Woohoo! There we go. Looking good, eh? It's just a big gap where the sky is. But we'll just ignore that. So you have to stop apologising. Unlike Clark, you can only go human speed. I know. I know. Oh, I need two of me, I think. Dragons rock. They certainly do. They certainly do. I couldn't agree more with you, Lisa. So strange. When I've read that. You bought Wildlife to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. You're now at 28,600. Congrats. Thank you so much. No, it's crazy. Oh, well, yes, congrats to you. Thank you so much. It's been an adventure and a half, but it's been so amazing. That missing piece playing hard to get until you move on to another piece. I know, exactly. It's like, nope, nope, we're gonna bamboozle you all the way. Steph, you're flying through the border. Well, towards the end, yeah, they went in towards the end. Because mastered the colour green. I reckon I've just beaten the colour green into submission. I own it now. Looking good. Thank you, Cara. Where's B here? Hello, B. I missed you. Sorry. How you doing? Hi, Vicky and Puzzle Pals. Oh, how are you? Hmm. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Well, apple tango, and I don't drink it very often, but I really like it. I don't know why I don't drink it often. Right. So what I'm going to do now, before I move on to the sky, is see about using these, which I sorted out earlier from the red/orange portal, and see about getting them in. And it could well be that they don't belong in here. It could well be that I'll need to put them back in there, which is fine. But I wanted to just try and see what I could fill in. I don't know that I've been that successful pulling any out, to be fair. That one maybe. There. I think some of these might just be just the dark parts of the red/orange portal, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Now then, is that? No. And there's some down here as well, some gaps, slightly darker pieces. What's that? No, I think some of these green lines, I thought maybe they were to do with this bridge, but I think some of them are just the stems from the lilies in over in the orange portal. So I've not necessarily been right on that one. There's one. Oh, no, it doesn't go there, but it definitely goes in that section. Have I got another bit? Yes, I have. There we go. Found that one. And that goes up there. I did have a bit of a miscellaneous pile with this one. It certainly wasn't super straightforward sorting these pieces. That go there. That goes there. Another one filled in there. Okay, so I've definitely got some in here. That goes in there. It's these sort of general kind of brownish greys. They're just not really obvious colours. About that. Mostly got dark pieces left. That one? No. Ah, there, that's because there's a butterfly there. There, that's a bit of the border there. So I think that must have just ended up in the miscellaneous. Mm, No. And I could do some shape sorting with these, I guess. I just don't like shape sorting. There, it goes there. There we go. Mm, mm. But there aren't so many that it's a real issue shape sorting, if I'm honest. Does that go there? Oh, should I shape sort? Two shape sorts in one stream. It's unheard of. But maybe I should. Hmm. That one I don't know. Ah, that's there. There we go. I'm still picking them out. So I'm not doing too bad. Oh, well, yes. That one. Are you in here? You look like you should be. You are. Yes. Oh, and there's some border in that one. Where are you? There. Hmm. I love it when I find one, especially before I've had to shape sort. I'm like, yes, I found you. I'm doing my triumph taps. I don't know if you've noticed. Oh, one, yes. Oh, you've got to go in here, surely. Surely. Are you up there? Yes. Maybe the pieces just appreciate when I talk to them. Do you think? What is there? They're going in. Oh, I'm pleased with this. This is good. I know I've got some miss sorts in here, but I'm really pleased with this. Got that one. And I'm fairly certain I'm spotting border pieces here as well. That looks like there. So this is great. We are. Not sure about that. That one? Yes. Yes. So these dark pieces, it's hard to tell, but some of them have like a kind of a mossy sort of green colour running through them, which is what's making me pick them out. Because there are a lot of sort of brassy, sort of green colours in this section. So that's why I'm sort of noticing the right ones at the moment, anyway. Now then, do you go up there? No. Do you go that way? No. I think that's too dark to look there. What about that one? They're getting lighter though, that's the only thing. Most of the dark ones are going in. That one? No. I mean, I could shape sort, I guess. I could do it now, couldn't I? Hmm. Yeah. Maybe I'll shape sort. That doesn't go there. Okay, I'm gonna shape sort. I will do it. I'm hopeful that they'll all fit in here, and then I can free up a board. That's my plan. I might be wrong, but let's see. One there. Ah, that belongs there. And that belongs there. I love it. Getting them in. It's that whole finding them as you shape sort thing. That goes down here. There's a missing bit from down there. Mm, it's got to go up here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe. One. I'm just doing the standard shapes first, the two ins, two outs. And then what I'll do is I'll grab some from this board. I think these belong in the orange. I pulled these out initially thinking um they belonged in the yellow section where the tortoise was, but actually they don't. They belong. Oh, I thought that might have gone in there. Oh, I guess there. That belongs to the castle, I think. I thought that was one of the blimp pieces. So I'm going to move those over there because I think that they do actually belong in the red section. Red/orange. Whatever colour. So now I'm looking for 2 ins, 2 outs. There we go. I've actually got a lot less gaps down here than I thought I would. There's just one there. It's quite frustrating. I really hope I find it in here. It's a 3 outs, 1 in. I'm looking for it now. Can't see it. Oh, I know where that one goes though. There. There's another. No, sorry. Thought I'd spotted one there, but didn't. Right. What will I go for next? I'll go for the 3 outs, 1 in. I tend to do it in that order. I don't really know why. I do standard shapes first, then the 3 outs, 1 in, then the 2 ins, 2 outs usually, then the 3 ins, 1 out, and then the 4 ins and the 4 outs. As I say, not sure why. I just do. Does anyone else have a particular order they do it in? Sam, you're a shape sorter. What shape do you usually go for first? Do you do the same thing every time? Like, do you always do standard first, and then a certain one next, and then a certain one after that? I'm intrigued to know. Or any other shape sorters among us? Let me know. Enjoying some Chinese takeout. That sounds good. Just broken open a large bar of Cadbury's fruit and nut. Oh, look what I had earlier, Thomas. Uh, Dairy milk hazelnut. There's still some in it, so I was being careful how to lift it up. I think that goes in there. No, no, no. That goes in there. Right, now I'm doing 2 ins, 2 out on adjacent sides. Oh, there's one I missed. One goes in there. Um, Fruit is healthy and so are nuts. So it's really a health food. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You've gone healthier than me. I haven't got the fruit. Thomas, you're really good at justifying all your decisions. Yes, he is, isn't he? I do all the rows at once. I don't do one shape at a time. Oh, right. So you just pick one up, put it in a row, pick one up, put it in a row, pick one up, put it in a row. Oh, yes, but I never even thought of that. As a shape sorter, I do the least pieces to most. So you would do like 4 outs and 4 ins. Usually they're the ones with the least, aren't they? If I have one piece to fill, like that, to the right of the screen, I do that first. All the lovely gaps first, and then the 2 pieces size gaps and so on. Ah, okay. So, standard, 0 out, 1 out, 3 in, 2 out, 2 in, adjacent, 3 out, 1 in, and finally 4 out. Oh, okay. So you almost do it numerically then. I always do the SAM model. Standard, 3 ins, 2 in, 2 out, adjacent, and 3 out. Right. I always do the SAM. Yeah. And the 4 outs sit above the 3 ins, and the 4 outs sit above the 3 outs. Wait, and the 4 outs sit above the 3 ins and the 4 outs, or the 4 ins. I'm getting confused now. I always do 3 outs, then 2 ins, 2 outs adjacent, then 3 ins, then standard shape, and then finally the 4 outs and the 4 ins. It's funny, we all have a system, don't we? But we're all quite different. Aren't people funny? Yes, yes, they are. I like the at least keep the ones with 2 or more ins next to each other and all the others next to each other. Right. So we'll do something different then. With the 4 ins and the 4 outs, there is by the time I start shape sorting, which is usually right towards the end of any given section, by the time I start doing it, there aren't many of those at all. So usually what I'll do is I'll just line them up wherever if I can't line them up at the bottom, I'll line them up wherever there's a gap. Um so they may end up next to one of the other rows, but oh, so I missed a standard shape there. I think that's it for those. I think, yeah. So they tend to, but I don't tend to pick those up until last, if you see what I mean. Right, so now I'm doing my 3 ins, 1 out. See what you said, Clark, about you just do them all at the same time. That's fine if I have a separate box or sheet of paper for each shape. Usually, though, what I'm doing is I'm laying them out like this in one place. So if I get, say, a standard shape and put it up there, and then I pull out one of these, for example, I don't know how far down to put it because I'm not quite sure how many standard shapes there are. So that's why I tend to do one at a time, so I know when I can start the next one. But that what you said works if you've got a separate surface for each thing. If that makes sense. Right, I've only got 4 outs and 4 ins there now, so now I just need to grab these. I'm fast running out of space. Uh, I've spread them out quite a lot though. Okay, and then we've got 4 ins. I'll stick my 4 outs down there since they're already just sitting there. I don't know if I'll fit them in though. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Or will just. I've got two together there, but I don't think they go in this section. So see now here, my four ins, they're just going in there because that's where I've got a gap to fit them in. So voila, that's how I do it. Those I'm going to put back. Those I'm not. I've got two together there, so I'm not sure. Let's see if I can just fill out a few more gaps. I don't think I have that bit. No, I don't think I do. Unfortunately. What about that bit? Have I got that? Yes, I have. So that bit. Do I have that? I'm not so sure I do. Oh, now then. Ah, darn it. I thought that was that butterfly. It's not, but that is. Hmm. Um, right. Have I got you? That could be one of those. And it is. Yes. Cat's meowing at the door. Uh, and I like to try, if I can, to fill in gaps. If I pull one out, I try and move them from the bottom into the gap. Do I have you? Yes, I do. Right, I've got three outs there, so that could be one of the four outs. Or it could be one of the three outs. I might not have either. Ah, it's you. Yes. And that's a really dark piece, which I just may well not have pulled out. No. I don't think I've got any others that dark. That's too big. And that is too big as well. So I don't think I have that one out. I'm not so sure I've got that one. Which is slightly frustrating. Oh, I do! Yes! There it is! I think there's a wee bit of red on that piece that threw me a bit. And it's the head of that bird. Good, that's good. I got that one. Um, that one. Some good strategic puzzling going on here. I can't see it in my two in, two out adjacents. I don't think I have it in my three outs either. That one. I'm not so sure I've got any of these. Hang on. Maybe I've got that one. I did pull out some with pink on because I remembered there were pink flowers in this. No, I don't think I've got that one. What about that one? Don't think. Oh, I do. There we go. That's that one. So that's a four in. There it is. So four out and a four in, right beside each other. Mm. Oh no, that doesn't go there. Hmm. So, where are you? And do I have you? That goes there. Okay. So that is a three in and one out. Here we go. Four outs. Yes, there we are. That one goes up there. Um, no, no. What about that one? Will that go there? No. No, I did have that one. Okay. So that's a two in, two out on adjacent, which I also had. Oh my goodness. Right, I don't think I've got that one though. There's a lot of pink on that. I don't see it. Right. Gosh, this is filling out really well. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I've got as many as I have. I'm looking for that one now at the top. Um, right. Oh gosh. So, got all those as well. Um, I mean, it's likely to be one of these ones up at the top, but is it that one? Yes. Right. I think that based on the two in prongs on that one, I think that's going to be a three ins and one out. Uh, um, does that go there? Yes. I don't know if I've got that one though. I don't know. There it is. I was right. So now that, yes. Okay, I don't have that. I don't have, and I don't have that. Three pieces. My goodness, that's insane. Three pieces. Wait, is that one? No. Oh, I really wish I had them. Never mind. That is a lot more than I thought. I definitely don't have that. Pretty sure I don't have that. Um, so three pieces on that bottom bit. Can't believe it. I like, oh no, I've read that. I also always notice that you orient your boards different to me. Oh, do I? Well, do you know, I vary that. Sometimes I put them that way, and sometimes I put them that way. I don't know, that just depends on how I'm feeling or how many pieces I've actually got. Um, let's see if I can get a few of these in, possibly. Oh, I don't think there'll be as many down here. Um, I think they almost certainly go in with the reds, or oranges. So I'm going to put that under there. But yeah, that varies, Sandra. No, it was queer as folk. I just realised I got auto-corrected. Oh, I see. On your two ins, two outs thing. Yes, I was a bit confused. Also, I'll sort into piles first, then lay the pieces out afterwards. I do sometimes do that. So again, that depends on how many pieces I'm shape sorting. If I've got loads of them, then I'll put them in the shape piles first, then lay them out. But in that instance, where there's just not many, I don't bother. Yeah, I sometimes run out of enough space for a particular shape. Yes, it's the downside to my technique. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I thought maybe you had separate areas for separate shapes. But that's the main reason I tend not to do it that way. I do have a method to my madness, though. Don't think it's mad. I got the two shapes with head and arms next to each other. The ones with all the square blocky bits next to each other and the pointy bits next to each other. Yeah, but that makes a certain amount of sense because then if there's like two shapes that could fit in a bit, like with a square blocky bit, for example, if they're near each other, then it's a bit easier to find them, I guess. So it does make sense. Vicky, when you did Furry Friends, did you do the jackets first? Did you colour sort the pieces? I think I just flipped that. I just flipped the pieces and I pulled out, I'm trying to think, yellow. The jackets tended to happen first, I think. Pretty sure I did the edge. Um, I did the jackets, did the trousers, and then there was a hat. I think one of them was wearing it, or a hood. And then I did like the faces and the paint in the background. As far as I can remember. I didn't sort though, I don't think. I think I just flipped the pieces. I'll go to sleep now. Good night all. Don't forget to press the like button. Oh, thank you, Anna. Good night. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Keep going, Vicky, doing an awesome job. Yeah, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with how much of the button got done. Still working on Wild Earth 1000 by Lawrence King. Having fun, but first time with 20 whimsies. Nice. Oh, whimsies. Is that a cardboard puzzle? That sounds good. Looking good. Thank you, Sybil. If you put like with like, where you do two in, two out adjacent, go with the one out, three in, or three out, one in. So I usually do the two in, two out adjacent after the three outs, and then I usually do the three in, one out after the two in, two out adjacent. So there's sort of similarities where you'll have like the three outs will have two um coming off on a corner, two outs, but then so will the two into out adjacent. I suppose really the four outs really should go near those in that instance, and the four ins should go near the ones with the boxes. Um, and sometimes I do that, but usually if I start to run out of space, usually they just go wherever I've got room. Yes, cardboard. Oh right, okay. It just has whimsies though. That sounds good. Right, what time are we on? Oh gosh, it's taken me that long to do the border, but then again, I did not expect to fill all that in. Um, let me just see if I can find any of these. I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't know if I have got these ones. Um, doesn't look like it. Oh, I have got that one. That one. Yes, I've got that too. Okay, maybe I should have held my breath. Maybe I should just have more faith in myself. Um, I'm pretty sure I've got that. It's not that one, but I'm fairly certain I've seen that one. There we go. Yeah, so that's that little gap filled in. That one there. So these are likely to go in the reds then. And what I've got here I actually pulled these out. I think I separated these out from the other sky pieces. They belong in the reds. I'll pop those there. Excuse me. These are like the really white pieces. There's sort of white pieces of sky and there's grey sky, but there's just not quite as much variance. Oh, I've just found a bit of frame in that one. There we go. With the sky colours, colour wise. So I'm just chucking that down there. I mean, it's fairly light up here, just to the left of this dragon. There's a light bit there, just to the bottom left of this balloon, and there's a light bit coming out here. So, I mean, it's possible I could find some transition pieces with grey. Maybe. Don't know. I may well have to shape sort early on with these. At least it's dark down here, so I can see the pieces quite well. Well, that doesn't go there. Neither does that. Could well be one of that shape, though. I mean, I don't know how sensible it was separating the white. Really, I don't know. It's just not. The sky just isn't quite as distinctive as in the yellow section. Now then, I mean, maybe the transition lines would have been a better way to go. Some very obvious transition lines like that. And some very grey areas here. Maybe they'd have been a better way to go. I'm questioning myself already. That's really grey. But it's grey down here too. No. Gosh. This is going to be, it's going to take a little bit more strategy than I thought, or at the very least, some early shape sorting. I think I've actually got pieces from the red/orange section in here as well. I'm pretty sure that's what they are, these ones. There's a wee bit of sky in that, but it's different kind of shade of colour to this. Oh, found one. Found one. Just picked up a really grey one and stuck it in. And there are a few cloud ones here. I think this might need some shape sorting early on, but I don't think I want to do another shape sort tonight. I might leave the sky. I got that one in. I might leave the sky for next time around. I'm just kind of trying to get my bearings with it, having a wee look. There's another one. There we go, that fits in there. It seems like the grey and then where the grey meets the cloud is a good way to go. And I certainly think shape sorting is going to help here. So it's been shape sorting for the win, this particular stream. There was a wee bit of the mountain in that piece. That's a very obvious shape, that one. big sticky outy bit. That's got some of the border in it. As you can see, I'm having trouble stopping. What do I do? Tell me to stop. I'm having trouble stopping. There, that goes there. That goes there. Oh, I got one or two in. Oh, I've not found that one yet, though. Oh, that belongs to the dragon's wing. Still not found that bit with the really obvious shape. I'm struggling to stop. This is very Moorish. But I just feel so great about the progress tonight. It's hard to stop, isn't it, when you make good progress? You just want to keep going. That one's slightly frustrating as well. Very obvious shape, can't find it. Not to worry though, it will be found eventually. It will be found eventually. All right, okay. So um I think having just put a few in there, I've already got some lighter pieces separated. I've got a few little bits of cloud pieces put together. Um, I think I'm going to shape sort these. Try and be a bit strategic with it. Try and keep lighter colours together. Try and keep grey colours together. So it'll be sort of shape sorting with a purpose, if that makes sense. I know that you shape sort with a purpose anyway, but I'll try and keep it so that it's like, I don't know, white pieces of a standard shape at the top and then grey ones at the bottom, or something along those lines. So it'll be colour and shape sorting. And I will try and what's new? I will try and um do that before the next stream. I think it's going to take me too long. I've not got, there aren't vast amounts of pieces here, but I do have pretty much, well, most of the sky to do. Everything that was obvious in the sky really has been done. So I think just that little bit of organisation. Oh, found that bit. There we go. That was good. Just that little bit of organisation will help sort of kickstart me when I come to do this next time. And hopefully the sky will come together with relatively little fuss. I would hope. I'm finding some cloud pieces there. So I'll do that. I'll do that off the camera before next week. Now then, next Saturday is the 20th? Am I right? Yeah, it's the 20th. Next Saturday, isn't it? So I can stream next Saturday. Um, that'll be fine. So I'll be back as normal. I'm going to keep those separate. I'm just wondering. I'll grab that tray and I'll pop them on there. Um, just so I'm not having to do it all again. And I mean, there's not hundreds and hundreds. I would hope to get the sky done next week, and at the very least, move on to the red/orange portal. That's my hope. Um, but I have done a lot of gap filling too. That I'm astonished by that. I can't believe there's only three pieces not in there. And then once the sky's done, this will be more or less finished, this bit. I'm not sure about that butterfly bit. That might still be in the red pile. Um, But yeah, I'm so pleased. So pleased. Look how great that's looking. That bottom bit. So that was great. And I'll do a little bit of organising. We'll get that sky done next week and possibly, very possibly, make a start on the final portal for this section, which is this one, where I've already got the border and I've already got the lilies separated. So I could do a bit more sorting, but I think I would like to maybe do the border first on this one, which will include the edge, which I've already got built. So that could help as well with the border. Um, and do it that way, and then just fill it in. And then I can do these and the tree. I mean, once these are done, mostly, I think I'm going to notice pretty quickly when I pick up a piece from this pile and realize it's it goes in here. I think the gaps are going to get filled in these two really quick, and then once that happens, I know all I've got left is this, and I think that's gonna make it a lot easier to put this bit together. So we'll take it from there. We'll do that. That's the plan. There we have it. What do you think? Did you enjoy that? Hope you enjoyed that. Good night, all. Got to go now. Oh, you stayed a good while. Good night. And good night as well, Jennifer. I can now find out how the scheming woman gets her karma. Thanks for another great live stream. You're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, so I will see you Monday. I've got a live stream Monday on wildlife again. Gosh, that comes around so fast. And I've got I'm gonna actually I just realised that means I'm not going to have masses of time to edit the wildlife video either on Monday. Anyway, I'll be live streaming wildlife on Monday. I will be editing as much as I can out of the wildlife puzzle, the big wildlife puzzle video, so that I can put a premiere out on that hopefully at the beginning of next week. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, unfortunately. But look out for it because it's well on its way and I've been working hard on it. So I'm just going to keep at it with that. So look out for that. Thursday I'll be back with the Christmas puzzle that I've been doing. And next Saturday I'll be back with this. So it should be another normal week of streaming next week. And hopefully I'll be not coughing as much. Blooming illnesses. Honestly. But yeah, I've loved this. I've really enjoyed getting back to this. Thank you so much, everyone. Please leave a like. Please um hype the live or wait for the video that comes out. You can hype that. I would love that if you could hype my videos. It all really, really helps. Leave a comment if you wish as well, if you're watching this after the fact, or if you can't join in with the live chat. I'd love to hear your comments as well. But I'm loving this puzzle. It's brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you next time.